Last week, we took a look at how India is seeing a surge in the demand for fillers and aesthetic procedures. We brought you one of the leading dermats in the country, along with someone who'd actually gotten work done. Today, in an effort to show you the other side of the coin, we thought we'd bring you a leading voice from a contrasting movement. Amidst the abundance of cosmetic fillers, digital filters, an alternative wave is urging us to embrace our natural spots and scars.
What about brands that say that they won't retouch their model images, apps like Be Real that don't allow users to edit or sort of even filter their images? This movement is getting louder than ever. We thought it's important to bring in that perspective as well and show you someone who's balancing it out in her position as a digital content creator. Joining us now is Prableen Kaur, who's encouraging her 500,000 followers to embrace unaltered selves with the hashtag #NoFilterWithPKP.
Okay. Good morning, Prableen. Thank you for joining us. Prableen, you're a beauty influencer. You frequently post content with no makeup and no filters on, but you also balance it by sometimes advertising different kinds of makeup. How do you create that balance? And also tell us, how did you get so comfortable in your own skin? Because you have a lot of content out there without any makeup on at all.
Firstly, thank you. Because I feel that it is a very long personal journey when it comes to truly embracing every flaw, because as a society everyone always tells us to be a certain way or look a certain way, or else things will not be enabled for you in your life. So I feel it took a lot for me in my teenage years. I had so many incidents where people would just constantly call me out for my acne or for my facial hair or for the texture that I had. That eventually, when I started having real life incidences where people would directly just be brutal and rude on my face, and I would cry because they made me feel a certain way, I feel that is when I realized that I don't want to give that power to anybody else to make me feel a certain way because of how I look. So I feel that was a very liberating feeling, and that is basically why I even started my own hashtag #NoFilterWithPKB, where I started, bringing in people. I built that community over the last 5-6 years, where I encouraged women and men to share their photos, their journeys of being no filter, where they could feel like they belong here, that they were beautiful and happy and confident in every shape, size, or even if they had acne, even if they didn't have acne, even if they had wrinkles, texture, because it's so normal, right? But we're always told that we have to cover it to look beautiful. But I feel I needed to unlearn that, and I wanted to be a trailblazer per se for the people who didn't have a voice, because there were so many people that were talking about bodies, but nobody was talking about skin. And I was struggling with PCOS. So I had my entire face was filled with hormonal acne, pus filled acne on my hands, on my chest, on my legs, and my back. And it was so painful. And I would cry because everyone would give me unsolicited advices of, do this, don't do this, you look so ugly, you look so this, you look so that. And then I was like, why are people labeling me? I am so much more than this. I'm so much more than how I look. So why are people making me feel like this? And then it was a switch, and I just took the power away from them. And I just gave myself the power that today I am going to be what I want to be. And that is how the journey was for me, truly.
Right. So, Prableen, from what I can make out is that you're not averse to makeup or brands or cosmetic treatments. You're just saying that that shouldn't take the reality away from it, right? That's the whole movement. I see you in all your beauty at the moment as well. But tell us, what is your take on fillers then, or on any sort of cosmetic treatment or skin enhancement treatments as they were?
I honestly have a very unbiased opinion, to be very honest, because I feel that on a daily basis, especially being in the industry that I am, I see so many women that are completely without fillers, and there are so many that have had them. And both ways, they all look pretty, I don't feel that there should be a need to make it a taboo or even glorify it in a way, because in the end, it should just be your own decision to do things to your body, because in the end it's your body. Like today, if I'm not feeling that my nose is a certain way and I don't like it, I do not want anyone else to tell me that you can or cannot do it. So I feel that the stereotypical concept of, doing things because the society expects us to do a certain way, or not doing Botox or fillers because it's just like, you're so fake. I feel it's just everyone's making peace with their own selves, and in the end you are the one who has to look in front of the mirror every single day and feel confident and feel pretty. So I feel one should literally just do what they feel like, and if they feel that doing something like a filler is going to make them feel more confident, I think they should do as they please. But if
Go for
someone
it.
who
Yeah.
does not want to do it, then I'm there, because I'm going to make you feel like you belong to a community, and I want you to feel normal, because it is so normal. Like texture, open pores. Like we've been shown smooth skin for so many years that our brain just thinks and is functioning in a way that if we see smooth skin, only then are we beautiful. And I feel that that taboo needed to be broken. So that is something where I am coming from, but I never want to make it into a space where I don't tell women that you should not do this. If you're doing this, then you're wrong. I feel they're just beautiful either way, so it's just their personal choice.
Okay, Prableen, lastly, a slightly testier question for you. You are, saying to women that you don't need to wear makeup, you don't have to. But at the same time, there is also an aspect of telling audiences, okay, there are these products out there. Tell me, do you think this mission to spread real beauty, that it can actually be successful as long as beauty is tied to profit? This idea that you have to go out there, buy something, put it on, and then feel beautiful.
I feel my major step was like, I'll just give you my personal like anecdote. Because when I started off, I remember working with brands where they would not even accept my pictures or videos until they were airbrushed or until they were smoothened. And today I do see brands that are starting their own no filter campaigns. So I feel that we are in that direction where things are changing, and um, the impression and the mentality of women or skin needing to be a certain way is not the same anymore. I feel the conversation has definitely started and it has to go a longer way. But I feel that we are like the trailblazers there, because I remember that when brands would just shut me down because your skin is looking so bad. And today, when they're starting their own no filter campaigns, I'm like, we were there when nobody else was doing it. So I feel that there are so many brands, and I understand that it needs to be spoken in volumes, but I feel like I can only do as much as I can. And then it's just the community and it's just the people that constantly see the content that I create, or whoever I meet in real life. If I'm able to influence someone to accept themselves as they are, because that's the biggest compliment, right? When someone says that they are able to go outside and not wear makeup and still feel pretty when they have acne, I feel I've done my job. Like I feel that I'm actually making a difference and I'm actually influencing the right way. So I feel we have a long way to go, but I feel we are on the right direction.
All right, we'll leave it there for the moment, Prableen.